right, welcome back everyone to the Mobile Legends Professional League, and there we have the Tyrant sitting down there. How you guys doing? Woo woo! Woo woo! All right, well, I'm back here with KBC and Peach. We did go for a very short break over there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we did have a little bit of a technical difficulty, but in the meantime, if we have issues like this, I want you guys to be patient and remember, if you're at home, drink water.
Yep.
You know, stay
Lots
safe.
of water.
Lots of water. Make sure you hydrate yourself. And what else? What other tips do you guys have for everyone watching at home?
What kind of tips do you want?
Charge your phone. Make sure that in the middle of watching us, your phone doesn't die. Get yourself a power bank. Get yourself a nice pillow. You know, Actually, you know what? No. Come down here, God.
Yeah.
Come down here. Why are you at home? Suda, why are they at home? I don't see. He doesn't even know why they're at home. Peach, why are they at home?
Well, maybe they can't come here.
That's not a good answer. That's not a good excuse.
You can't be lazy.
Yeah, don't be lazy. Peach, if you weren't here on the panel, would you come down here to just watch this whole thing?
Yeah, of course.
Right?
You know,
Right.
everyone is here. My favorite teams are here. I want to watch them. And, of course, Pseudo is here. You know, the panel.
Right.
All the
The
casters are
crowd
here.
is here as well. Let's see if we can get the crowd hype. XD! You know what? I actually really like that voice, so why don't you try it for the other team as well?
Okay. Whoever is here supporting for Team MYA 3!
See, that voice thing works. Okay, let me try. Let's see if with my voice I'll still be able to get the same crowd.
Yep.
All right, anyone supporting Team XD?
Nice.
What about MYA3? Oh man, stop laughing, man! Stop laughing at me.
I don't know what to say about that.
Okay,
that last.
So we both tried. I want Peach to try as well. Peach, come on, you gotta give it one try. We gotta see who's the best over here.
Let me clear my throat. Okay, let's look at them. Let's look at them.
Guys, don't say anything.
Okay, what's the line again?
Okay, Team XC or MY3, you can say your own line. You can say it in your own way.
Okay. Who's here for Team XD?
One girl screamed.
Not bad.
What do you
One
mean?
girl.
Girling towards you.
It was just one girl. All right, how about you try MY3 as well?
I think I need to change a little. It's not
Okay.
working very well.
Okay, maybe you can get like a voice like this.
Can we get a cheer for Team MYA3?
Sorry, Peach.
I'm sorry.
It just won't work for you,
tried.
Peach. It just
Come on, guys, help me out here.
it just won't work. You know what? I do have to say something as well. I think everyone who's been watching here, you've seen me, you've seen KBC, you've seen Peach, you've seen Pseudo, but there is a Malay cast going on at the same time as well. At the moment, we have Adam and Lynn on the panel for Malay, and look at this. Right here, we got the sledgehammer thing going on.
Oh.
Clearing the space for this little girl. Oh!
Okay, one more
went up
time,
to
one more
100.
time.
Still better than Peach.
You can do. Wait.
No, bro. All right, okay. Maybe 50. That was a 50, but it was a good try. Good
Nice
try.
try, nice
You know,
try.
we will constantly show these. We can see people playing Mobile Legends while watching Mobile Legends as well. Oh yeah, you're on camera, bro. Yeah, you are. And ignoring and stop ignoring us, man.
Don't feed, guys. Don't feed. Yeah, just play your game. I don't want your other teammates to, suddenly just scold you in chat.
I like the dedication, we're here to watch Mobile Legends, but we're playing as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, of course, there's a lot to learn from the pro players here, right?
Correct.
No, I think, okay, this is the thing we talk about, is tips and tricks, basically, for all of you guys who want to improve in the game. Not to say I'm better than you, but from what I learned being in this event is if you guys come down here, if you can't make it start, watch online, what you can do is follow the pro players. You've seen, like, for example, Cian on the Fanny yesterday, right? It was so good. Follow his moves, follow his steps. I know, okay, I'm not trying to steal him away from you, Peach. Calm down.
Why are you so obsessed with Cian?
I'm not obsessed. The stats are obsessed with Cian. Pseudo is obsessed with the stats, so it's kind of a connection over there. So I do want to talk about the fact that, follow these guys' footsteps if you like the way they play. And see basically how they play, follow their items and everything like that. So I think the team is ready to play. And yes, KBC, Peach, take it away.
7 minutes in the mark, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with game 2. Team NYA3 against Team XD. Team NYA3 is fighting for their dear lives right now, as a loss will put them the end of the journey.
Well, it looks like MYA3 is still trying very hard. There's a lot of rotation going on right there, and a lot of action going on in the middle lane. As we speak, I think Lancelot is trying to initiate something, but Gashan no, I'm not gonna engage in anything right now.
Yep.
But it does look like they are gonna try to go in. Alice is trying to poke a little bit right there.
A bit of teasing.
Yeah, I mean that's what Alice does,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo lover, perhaps.
Oh.
I don't know. Okay, never mind. Enough of the songs. We're gonna see a team fight will come in shortly, as the Hermit Crab is being taken by Lancelot, and the rest of NYA3 will fall back to their turrets. They want to find themselves an easy tanker. Got launched down. The ultimate does pop out and does save him. However, Gaishan will come in with his own kill. Lancelot trying to deny the skill, unfortunately got ended down by NYA3. NYA3 coming back for the 4K on the team. Mamma mia, and they won blood onto the Lord.
Well, they are split pushing at this point. Great push by MYA3 right there. It was definitely a 360 turn. They managed to secure the fight, and they are gonna get Lord. While Hayabusa is still pushing the bottom lane, Lapu Lapu reacts to this push, but it is a little bit too late.
A little bit too late indeed. However, I do love the constellation push from Hayabusa. What if he did enter that fight? It could cause perhaps a wipeout, because the team was really out of position. They were playing in the lanes of their opponent's team, and NYA3 just punished them. Like we talk about Team XD, you did see a bit of aggression coming in over that, but again, over positioning and a bit of carelessness could cost you that team fight.
I think Team XD is actually just keeping to this split push. That was a nice kill by Lolita right there. Akai a little bit too late to save Alice.
Yep, and I really like that. And Lapu Lapu came back with another kill. Team NYA3 are just showing dominance, and you can see the top lane for Team NYA3. The bottom lane for Team NYA3 is in a lot of pain, as because Team XD, they are losing turrets left and right with that Lord kill.
That Lord push definitely did help a lot. They managed to secure 2 or 3 turrets right there. So I think Team XD, they know very well that team fights won't really be in their favor. So instead of going with that so much, they are trying to split push right now, and at least they managed to secure some lanes.
Yes, and you can see the lanes are in the control of NYA3. Initially, it was Team XD playing that slow pace game, as we all wanted. Most of us wouldn't like to see, but again, what works for them will work for them. But now it seems like it's gonna punish them a bit, because NYA3 are coming in for the aggression push, and the aggression works for them.
Yep, it looks like they do want the middle lane, but little do they know, backup is coming right from the back. That was a very close call for Lancelot. He procs his out, and Akai goes down to the hands of Cyclops. Alice will try to make a run for it, and she will succeed.
Oh my goodness, Hayabusa and Lancelot running for their dear lives. It's so shattering to see Team XD coming in, playing in their own pace, and now it's been backfired because the aggression of NYA3 wanting to end the game instantly. They will take down perhaps the other turret. Nope, they're gonna leave that turret to live for another day.
Hayabusa isn't dealing any damage at all.
We have to see that item progression later on, Peach, so maybe we can keep an eye on that. But then look at that, Unta. They are even letting Unta farming in the top lane. They don't really care about him. There's not much of attention because they know that, number one, Hayabusa is not dealing enough damage, even though he's already level 14, the highest level player in the team. And second of all, his item build, perhaps there's a bit of miscomps or perhaps a misbuild from their end.
Yeah, probably, but they are trying to come out again. Team XD trying to make a comeback, positioning themselves in. I mean, they are also exhausting MYA3's jungle resources. So I think it's quite a fair trade so long as they don't get caught at this point. And having a look at their item progression, they are doing pretty okay.
And you can see that Neo harassed by Goison. And more blood is coming in. Jeremy pops the ulti. Unfortunately, there's no follow-up for Unta. And Bob was there just in case he needed help. Lolita coming in to dive in, but you can see that Izanagi using the ultimate to push out the heroes, the pressuring of NYA3. And NYA3 finally takes down the enemy turret. And more blood incoming, ladies and gentlemen. Cyclops taking down Arkai instantly with the help of the members. And one lane has been exposed. Super minion creeps will respawn in the mid lane for Team NYA3.
Well, they are gonna try to secure Lord again, but Team XD knows very well what they are up to. It looks like it's gonna be a possible Lord steal at this point.
Oh, there be a lot still, but their team fights just engaged. Goison with the kill instantly, and he wants more blood. And Jeremy running away with a little heaven. He will get the lifesteal and perhaps replenish some of his health. As you can see, Goison, whatever it is, he is pulling an MVP at 715 Peach. 715.
Insane Gushen playing with a 9k gold. Wow. As compared to Hayabusa is also at 9k, but you know, Gushen is showing so much more impact than Hayabusa is right here. Is Nagi trying to come in and distract them, but it's way too late already.
Late indeed, and a technical pause will appear. But as you can see from the team fight, it feels like Team MYA3, they kind of know what they are doing right now. With Gushen coming in and has been causing a bit of annoyance for Team XD's pace.
Yeah.
If you notice that with the addition of Gushen, it comes in and he just changed the tempo, not letting Team XD playing their own playstyle.
Yeah, there was definitely a change of tempo right there.
Yep.
You know, MYA3, it looks like it is a comeback, and Team XD is a bit shattered at this point. They're not responding really well to the aggression. So, and it's still Team XD still stands a chance.
Correct.
To make another comeback. You know, a comeback to a comeback.
Yep. No, comebacks are always possible. That's the best part about these games. You can always come back, and it's not like XD's that far, away from MY3, but definitely Gushen is someone that has brought change to the table.
Yep.
I do want to note out the fact that Nina is playing the Gushen this time around. Nina was playing Karina in the last game.
Okay.
Even though MY3 lost, the scope was okay. I guess it was 3-4-4. Not bad, but I mean, his teammates were doing better with the Lancer, with the Chow, with the Moskov. But this time around, Nina definitely shined with the Gushen. So hopefully, after this technical pause, if we go back into the game, maybe they can finish up the game, specifically with the Gushen. I do want to point out that this technical difficulty, we're trying to solve it at the moment. It appears to be a lag on both of the teams. It might be a server issue, but we will try to fix it as soon as we can.
Team NYA.
Oh yeah, supporting their own team. Oh yeah.
I like the hype, man. He's just showing a lot of hype. I think it was Shadow, if not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, I like that Facebook is not having his mask on today.
Yeah, because he's not playing right now. Maybe if he goes in to play.
Game face.
The whole Rush was wearing a mask as well yesterday. If I want to say what?
Yes,
he was, right?
He was. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we should wear masks. But then I won't be able to talk.
And then maybe
we don't want to die. Oh yeah, come on, your game face, man. Give us your game face.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a...
Oh, that's not the game. Oh, that's the game.
Yo, that is the game.
That is a Natalia thing.
No, that is the game I used to.
You see me now, you don't.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, that's a peekaboo game I used to play with like my family's kids. Like
and cry, right?
Yeah.
See your face.
Maybe. I don't have a scary face, man. Dude, you guys in the comments, you're like Zayn Malik, what was it, Jonas Brothers? What else was it?
Right.
Yeah.
And, Daniel was cosplaying as you one of the weeks.
Yeah, that was really, long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was what, like a few weeks only into the regular season?
Correct.
But it was so successful. Everyone loved your cosplay.
Well, wait, do you prefer the Denali Forest or Forest?
I like both.
Yeah, I had to give both as well. 2 thumbs up for both.
Are you serious? Like,
All is fair for us. All is fair.
I'm gonna change the topic. I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I do want to check the comments right now, see if there's anyone talking to us or anyone saying anything.
We're checking the comments. Let me just go back to Team XD, what they can do right now.
Yeah.
Team XD right now have no choice but either to, number one, continue with that slow-paced movement if they want to, but it's going to be a bit punishable because of Gushin coming in to change the tempo and etc. for the team, kind of raise up the morality of Team NYA3. The second of all they could do is to adapt into that fast-paced action. So whatever lineup they have right now, I feel that they can actually adapt into the fast-paced lineup and perhaps bring the fight towards them, bring the fight to NYA3 and go in for the kill. If they can get at least 1 or 2 team fights in their hands, and if the Lord were to respond at the same time with a good timing, they might be able to get away game 2.
Yeah, it is quite possible actually.
Yes.
Team XD, they still have the edge. They just need to, I think, probably try to stay together, probably a backdoor attack, a surprise attack or something. And yeah, that will definitely help them a lot in terms of gold, in terms of moral boost, confidence. But for those of you who are not here in Wanutama, I do see the ladies in red again.
I do. Oh, we're actually back into the game.
Well, what do you say, Peach? Let's get back into the game. 14-4. NYA3 are just riding down this roller coaster of havoc. A train wreck indeed into the base of Team XD. Team XD loses 1 lane already, and now NYA3 wants to break a hole into the hole. I have no idea what I'm just saying, but a hole into the hole, yeah.
A hole into the holeception.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they are penetrating into their base at this point, just waiting for Lord, trying to play it safe, push it with Lord into the base, which will lead to their victory.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I want to see how Team XD responds to it because the Lord is in the hands of NYA3. Perhaps this could be the checkmate of the game. Lapu Lapu will be the first to tower dive, and Akai will do the trade. Unfortunately, Yigi popping out that ultimate at the right moment, and now they won blood. Team NYA3 assassinating, damaging the line. Guaishan with the kill, even though Hellcat managed to take that one member, but it isn't enough. The Lord will be the deciding factor, just like game 1, and now they will be the game 2 victors for NYA3.
Wow, you know what's the best part about this? This is our first 3-game best of 3 in these last 2 days, man. That's the first one.
Can we get a round of applause?
One round of applause, come on, guys! Yeah! So this is the first one. I was expecting this like a long time ago, but then we did get our first game 3. Now, I can't wait to see what happens in the next game. What's best about this is that now we get to see really if they have any pocket strategies, because this could be the last chance. This could be not their chance to get. I don't want to be pessimistic or realistic like Pseudo, but this is their chance to go out of MPL. They don't want that. So any last strategies, any last pocket strategies, any last secret strategies, this is the time to bring it up. Like, I don't see any other time. This is the only time.
I think the highlight of the day should be the Gushin pick.
Yep.
The Gushin pick really changed the momentum.
And Lapu Lapu, I gotta say, Lapu Lapu does set up some stuff for Gushin, coming in with the ultimate. Yes, I understand, the Gushin is the flashy one. Like we always say, like Akai was flashy, even though when Grok was there earlier on. But we have the stats up here, so you guys can walk us through it.
Well, we could see earlier, even Cyclops was doing an amazing job,
Of course.
Cyclops took the extra effort to chase Lancelot away and to even seal the deal, just to bring him down so that he's not able to participate in team fights, which actually means a lot because, Lancelot is one of the highest damage dealers in the team. So you want to shoot Lancelot away. So I hands down to Cyclops. He did an amazing job.
Kind of locked down or shut down onto Lancelot itself.
Yep. No, the thing is with this game, right? You guys mentioned this game was also pretty long game. It was 15 minutes, around 15 minutes, 12 seconds. So yes, it was shorter than the previous game, which was 21 minutes, 55 seconds, but it was still considered long compared to every other game that we had before this. What do you think is the main reason for this? Is it that because they were more hesitant compared to other teams, or it's just that their level of strength was just almost on par?
I think, the level of strength is almost on par. The skill cap, the play style, they are quite the same. So that's why for today's games, we can actually kind of expect long games and even 3 games, in fact.
Right.
So today is the day to watch all the actions, and of course tomorrow,
the grand finals. That's. I mean, all of these games are exciting. I can't tell which one is better. You never know. You really can't tell. It's just that you just have to wait and see what happens. So I do think we have the stats updated. The goal difference, what's funny, is almost the same compared to the first game. Even though, of course, the gold acquired is not the same. This was a much shorter game compared to the first one. The first one, Team XD has managed to get around 65,000 gold, whereas MY3 managed to get around 59,000, about 60,000, giving them a 5,000 gold difference. And second game, Team XD 38,000. Again, these are approximate. MY3 around 44,000. Again, the difference was about 6,000. So the goal difference, this was almost like a switch for both of these teams when it came to economy. Performance-wise, which one of them looked more promising in either of these games?
I feel like it's supposed to be the way of Team XD.
Okay.
Initially, it was Team XD's game, like I mentioned, the slow-paced tempo, going for objectives, and etc. But when you see that Gushen just coming in inside and then just wreak havoc, he just turned the tide. In around, I think in the mid games, where he was just dominating it, getting the teams on board with the Lapu Lapu help and the rest of the members, it was on point. And for some reason, you can see that MYA3 played the same strategy. At least the same strategy when I just see or analyze the game. They took down the Lord and they let the Lord tank just fucking off turn. So it's somewhat like a similar pocket strat, but in a different way. It's much faster.
So you're telling me that XD is looking more promising, general?
Initially, yes.
Initially, okay. So if you were to guess, would you say that Team XD would win the third game?
Oh, this would be tough. Like I mentioned before, if Team MYH were to continue on with this...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
I want your prediction. I want one word. Who is it going to be, KBC?
I'm going to give it up to Team XD if they were to adapt to this fast-paced tempo. Yeah.
All right, Peach, who's it going to be for you? We have the highlights coming in. I want you to tell me before that.
MYA3.
MYA3, okay. All right, so we have the highlights here. KBC, what went wrong? You said XD had the beginning of the game.
They did have the beginning of the game, like they have everything in their board. They wanted to play like taking objectives, going to the jungles, and play it over cautiously. I think over cautiously is the main highlight for their slow-paced tempo. But you can see that with Gushen, with the rest of the team of MYH, they're just going over aggressively, pushing into the lane. Initially thought that they were a bit careless. They lose some kills, some deaths out of it, but they continue on with their aggression, offense, movements, and they are rewarded with that, and they got a lot of kills on that.
Correct.
And you can see that they did get a total kill, correct me if I'm wrong, Peach, and they just go in with all the rounds, and you can see that the Lord stands strong and ending the game in their favor.
Yeah. Peach, any last notes on the previous game?
I think one of the mistakes that Team XD actually did was the Akai play wasn't as impactful.
As it usually is, right?
Yes.
In other games.
So there were a lot of times that he was actually, just standing by the corner and then just waiting for a chance to come, and he would, they would jump in and then you out, and then you trap like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the Akai play wasn't very successful.
Not as flashy as we usually expect it to be.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so I know that we're going to get into the drafts very soon, so I do want to discuss this. In the previous game, we had Martis and Angela banned on the Team X's side.
Yeah.
MY3 banned Natalia and Fanny. Now, from what I know, okay, actually at the moment we have someone actually shooting at the Clint game.
Ooh.
The howitzer game. Is she gonna be able to hit a target?
Audrey, come on,
Hey.
do it.
I don't know if she was able.
Did she get
Did she
it?
get it? If she get, I have no idea. Wait, if she gets, okay, I don't think she got it. I don't think she got it.
Good try.
It's alright. I think it was a good try.
Yeah.
She did get that stamp though. That means she's gonna get that, chance at getting the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Now I do want to go back to the topic that the bans, right? If MYA3 banned Natalia and Fanny, that was a respect ban from the first game because then Natalia and Fanny were just crazy strong, right?
True enough.
So are they gonna be going with the same kind of bans? Because they were pretty decent in this game, and when they banned Fanny and Natalia, so I'm pretty sure it's still a good ban to go with in the third game. Would you stick with the same bans? I would if I was MYA3.
Yeah, I mean the Natalia ban is definitely it's a must.
Mm-hmm.
But Fanny, I mean, it's also a must. But there's only so many you can ban.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, we did talk about counter picking, with all the bans and everything. Are you okay?
I
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
I mean, you
I'm
should
thinking
consider
already.
as though that Team XC is getting first pick this round.
Yeah, so they might, ban in their own favor.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think, probably MYA, they might want to just remove Natalia.
Uh-huh.
But then again, I really don't think a Fanny pick might come true.
Okay, you don't think so?
Yeah.
Even though it was really strong in the first game. Okay. All right. What about Team XC? They banned Martis and Angela. They are definitely good bans coming through, but then considering the previous game, is there anyone like Gushin that they need to go for? They do get first ban as well. Right, so do they want to ban out the Gushin?
I would go with the Gushin ban.
Yeah, you would go with the Gushin ban, right?
Definitely.
Would you switch it out with Martis or Angela?
Just a quick thought. Team X is going to have first pick, right?
Yeah.
So they might want to pressure Team NYA3 to ban Gushin. Because
So
here's the thing, if they don't ban
yeah.
Gushin, they will take Gushin instead.
They can take Gushin themselves.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, usually that happens, right? It's either one. Do you want to give to counter Mortis? If you had to draft against a Mortis, who would be the right hero?
You could probably get a tank, say, to distract him while your teammates actually go in.
Yeah, correct.
And most of the time, if you deal with tanks, you just want to ignore them like they don't even exist,
Yep.
right? And you want to catch the damage dealers
Yep.
who are standing behind.
The squishy ones usually.
Yeah. So usually you might want to bait him out, get him out, or something like that. You don't. It's not necessary for you to take him out instantly.
Yeah.
You want to save the outs for the people who actually does the
Yeah,
damage.
you just want to make sure that he doesn't get to your back line.
He doesn't disturb you.
Yeah.
In addition to her statement, you want to exhaust his resources first. Make sure you use his ultimate or his skills.
Yeah,
Then when he's at the
satay chop in
cooldown,
and everything.
that's Satay one. Yep,
Yeah.
that is a nice one. So once all the skills have been used in cooldown time, that's where you punish him in return.
Yep.
Okay, so that was Mortis. I'm still waiting to see if these guys are starting soon. I have a feeling they are getting into the draft very soon. So in the meantime, is there anything else that you guys have to say about Vanutama? Because again, right now we can see someone shooting a Nerf gun over there. The thing is, right, a lot of the people come on the stream and leave, so a lot of people might not know exactly what's going on here. Maybe you guys can give them a brief rundown of what do we do here at Vanutama.
So we are at the High Street Concourse at the Wanatama Shopping Complex. All right, it's at the ground floor. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's the thing. Like, even the people hearing us right now in the shopping mall, if you guys are shopping, drop your bags and come and watch the game.
Actually, you can just bring your bags along.
Drop your bags and come and watch the game.
Stop shopping.
Stop shopping. Okay, you've been shopping for a long time now. You've been buying a lot of stuff. Stop wasting your dad's money. That's me usually.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's usually me. And come and watch the game because we have so many action-packed games going on. Right?
A lot. And of course, if you start off with the registration, register yourself first. Play the games over here. We have 3 mini game booths. We have the Honor phone as well, which has the
Without any hesitation, like, okay, let's go, guys.
No
This is what, a lot of people don't understand drafting process. It's so fun. Like, you see the mental game in it. Like, you force your opponent to I gotta choose one by the let two out.
I guess early on when you don't understand the game, it's kind of tough for you. Maybe sometimes it's boring, but then as you learn the strategies, you learn the mind game, then it becomes something that you love to do for every game.
Yes.
So we see the Lancer hover over. I'm not sure, does anyone in MY3, okay, Hellfan, I just want to ask this question, does anyone in MY3 play a good Fanny?
Oh, we have a Lolita.
You and your Lolitas, stop it.
Fanny out already.
Stop it. I mean, Fanny's so open.
Well,
there you go.
Whoa, okay, that was fast.
There you go.
It's hard. I don't think MY3 plays a good Fanny. Correct me if I'm wrong, Peach.
I do, if I'm not mistaken, Team XD is the better fan.
Yeah, it has a better
You know what?
game.
I will bet you either Johnson or Hylas will be picked up by. Okay, yeah, it's a hover over Archive, but wait. There's gonna be maybe. Okay, I don't know now.
It's really high powered here. You have Archive coming in, setting up, replay. You have Gushen this time around, dealing a lot of damage. You have Fanny who can split push, kill the towers, or you know what, let me join the team fight, let me finish them off.
You know what, Ashley did play the Lolita in the last game. 118 was the stat and 8 assists, that's a lot. So she was there almost in all of the fights. Hellcat was something they were hovering over early on, and maybe this time around they are going to pick it alongside the Grok. Yeah, it's gonna be a Grok.
Yes, finally it's gonna be a Grok.
It's gonna be interesting because right now we have 2 more picks on the XD side. Any predictions from before? We've seen a Hayabusa from their side. I don't think we're we're gonna see a Hayabusa this time around.
We haven't seen Aurora yet, actually.
Maybe we haven't seen Aurora. We've seen you though.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maybe an Alice. They picked the Alice last game. It didn't work out for them. So
Oh, look at you.
It's me and the Hylas.
Oh, nice.
I bet you the Hylas is gonna come
My
through.
goodness.
And the Hylas is locked in. See, my prediction game is not that bad too.
Not bad.
Thank you. Actually, to be honest, I was just following the stats. So I did what Pseudo did, and it kind of worked.
Yeah. Wow. He's in awe right now, like that.
Yeah. He is jealous that he's not reading the stats right now.
Give us your last prediction based on pseudo strategy.
Pseudo, okay,
Yeah, come
Pseudo
on.
was here. He would look at the numbers and say, wait for the last pick. Yeah, that's exactly what he would say.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, wait. Is it? I'm not sure if they're gonna. I think they're gonna just lock into the arena over there.
Yeah,
And it's gonna
go
be
with
Karina.
Another triple assassin lineup. Peach.
This is kind of scary.
Okay, I am.
Reminiscence. Other game.
But then again, I think this time around they are a lot more confident. They are going back to their 3 assassins and 2 tanks
Yeah.
lineup, going against Team XD.
I have first-hand news from Pseudo himself. He has voted for Team XE based on the lineup and based on the stats.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing biased going on here. It's just numbers, nothing personal either. So yeah, I would actually have to go with XE as well. I did like their lineup when they went with high loss, and also yeah, the 2 tanks is just amazing. I think that it really works out for them. But I do want to get your last minute predictions. Who's it going to be, KBC?
TXD, because I'm not confident with MYA3's triple lineup for assassins.
Okay, Paige, what's it going to be for you?
Well, MYA has been
Welcome
doing
to
this
Mobile
lineup for quite some time now, so I want to see something good coming out from them. And here we have MYA3 on the red side and Team XD on the blue side. Well, we do see that they are all going in the middle lane.
Yep. You can see that
This is really aggressive, you know. MYA is starting it off really, really quick. They are very thirsty for some blood. They are gonna distract them a lot.
4 members in the mid lane to make it 5 actually. It seems like a strat that normally public rank games do play.
Well, it looks like it's a lot of distraction. They are gonna go all in for the buff while Rock tries to create a distraction right there. They secure the buff, they walk away. That's all they want.
Yes, I think the main objective is to steal the Slayer's buff, which kind of increases the offensive traits of the hero, and they want to deny the assassins out of that. And that's actually is actually a good move because I would give it to Fanny or Gushen from that point of view if I want to get extra damage. Unfortunately, it has been denied by Team MYA3 going in with the high mobile hero lineup.
Well, the turtle is in the lower down south, the part where you
Yeah.
hate the most, right?
Yeah, but I'm not really going to care about that this time because I feel like if MYA3, they do have a slight advantage to see the turtles spawn from that angle.
Well, it looks like Team XD is gonna go with a 2-1-2 strategy, which is, you know, we all know
Correct.
it's more of a safer strategy, while 3-1-1 is a lot more aggressive.
Yes.
But there is a rotation going on up in MYA3, and we will see a Karina going up to the top lane. It looks like they are trying to get a first blood. They will go for Roger. Lolita Prata ulti but gets cancelled right there. They tower dive, but they will try to secure the Roger kill, but he manages to run away.
And
That was
rest
so
of
close.
MYA3, just a tiny bit of maybe a skill could end Roger's life, aka come to Papa, and now everything is in equal grounds. Although we did see engagement from bottom lane, and Fanny from Team XD and MYA.
It was so fast that MYA3 didn't have any time to react to it at
Yep.
all.
What's really fast paced, like a blink of an eye. They are hiding around their turret, but it wasn't enough to stop them from dying.
Yeah, that was a really great play. They are gonna go out for a turtle fight right there. It looks like they will go down. Turtle gets slain by Karina. Roger slays Lolita. Lancelot's on the brink of death. He runs for his life. Many finishes him off. They are in a lot of trouble right there.
And this is what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Even though Karina steals the turtle, unfortunately, Team XD will have to take down some members of Team NYA3. So it's back to the balance sheet right now. You see, only 100 goal differences, and Team XD is still leading. So that turtle was more like a mere bait for more to come.
Yep. That definitely is. But now Turtle will spawn on the north side. So maybe we can
My
expect
favorite time.
to see. We do see a Karina come in, and she will end the life of Roger. Karina, Nina, we've seen crazy plays, and we have Bobby flying around with the cable still. But there will be a
technical
pause.
pause again. Peach. And you notice that Lolita, she was hiding in the bush. She was actually charging up her ultimate. And when there's just a right moment, a slither space of Roger got caught. Boom. Dead.
Well,
RIP.
Nina on Karina he's a beast.
Yep.
You know,
Nina and Karina. That rhymes.
Yeah.
Why do you think she's a beast?
I mean, her charging in, you know, cleaning up, what I call the cleanup crew. When you have a team fight, you need someone to finish off for you. And Nina has been doing it really well. You know, he's on point, and his positioning is always so good.
Yep.
I mean, just look at the fight earlier, you know, and it's just that he's so confident in the initiation that he has planned for.
Right.
So, you know, I want this kill, and you start
gonna
it.
take it.
Yeah, I charge it, I kill, and then, you know.
That
so
makes sense.
It's very nice to see that there's not so much of hesitation this time around.
Yeah.
Both teams are very aggressive. You know, I'm pushing, and then you push back.
It's the time where one of them gets eliminated.
Yes.
Of course, both of them are going to be aggressive. They're not going to give each other any chance.
The lifeline in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, beep,
Beep, beep, beep. So, KBC, what do you think about what happened so far? What about that? Let's dissect it down. What about that fight beside the turtle? What do you think about that?
I think the turtle was meant for Team XD, if I'm not mistaken, but then Karina got into the kill with the rest of the teammates, and that's where they kind of like I said, they don't have most of the teams once they kill a turtle, or you know, they did not finish off the turtle in time, they had to plan an escape plan. Unfortunately, the team's power for Team XD just overwhelmed them, and they are just killing them off one by one. I think there was 3 kills for the price of 1 turtle. Correct, if I'm wrong.
Second.
Yeah. A bit sad, but again, it's still the early game, and it kind of balanced up the goal sheet, if you notice from there. I think a 100 goal difference. Yeah.
And I do like the Roger pickup as well. I think that's pretty good. I mean, we haven't even reached late game yet, but early game, we've seen that it's been affecting the game a little bit. Now, Unta on the Gushin. Let's talk about that. How do you guys like that?
Well, Unta, we all know that he plays really well, Natalia.
Yep. But
So-
unfortunately, we couldn't get it. It was bad.
It was
So,
bad.
Yep.
Yeah, so, but then again, I think he would do really well on Gushin this time around. I mean, being an assassin player, it's like a whole different world, you know. It really takes skills, and if there is, you know, talent, it's not as easy as like a mage, you know. It's much easier
Wait. What does that mean? You are being offensive to all the mage players right now. What do you mean it's not as easy as a mage?
I mean, it's a lot easier to pick up mages compared to an assassin, because being an assassin, okay, you have to drive to, I need to farm, and then I need to kill. But then again, you have to think of your positioning.
Okay,
I have a different standpoint from her.
Okay.
You know what? Okay, you say your standpoint, and then I want to ask the crowd what they think.
I feel like the assassins and the mage, they do share the same page in terms of carrying the team, in terms of damage and stuff. Same as the marksman. I think you should compare with the tanks and support.
Yep.
The tanks and support, mostly the beginner players, they play besides, of course, positioning and stuff, but they are the ones much easier to control and to be played from in the general pool. In my opinion,
No, I disagree.
Okay,
I disagree with all of you. I think each of the categories, each of these roles have their own, not to say advantages and
Difficulty.
Correct.
yeah, their own level of difficulty. Not to say one of them is more difficult or less
Yes.
difficult. I think it's just the heroes that are more difficult or less difficult. You can play, let's say, a Grok support and be really bad at it, even if you're a beginner, because you don't know how to place walls. But you might play an assassin, right? And it might be super easy because you just are good at roaming around and, you know, picking off enemies. I think it just depends on the person and the hero, not necessarily the role.
I I think it also depends on your preference. If you like to actually support or you like to go after kills.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's really the thing that differs, both sides as to what roles they go for.
But you know what's the problem? 90% of the people like to go for kills and only 10% want to go support.
I think you will play support main, right?
Yes.
I'm tank main, by the way. So
I do like to
better
play
10%.
Akai.
mage and tank. Like mage, assassin, tank. That's my forte. I'm good at support,
Very
but
raw
I
jump,
don't like them. not to have anything against support players. I just don't enjoy not being like, I don't like the support because no attention's on me. I like attention.
Well, that's why you're for us. You're on the stage.
That's why I'm.
It's a-
No, but seriously, like, I mean, I feel like supports don't get as much attention, and it is true.
credit.
Or credit. By the way, they actually need the most amount of credit because without them, nothing would be possible.
Yes.
Right? You agree with me?
Of course.
Yeah. So I think I won this conversation.
Okay. You win.
Thank you. Yeah,
Ding,
thank
ding,
you.
ding.
Ikuto, do you agree with me? Yep, Ikuto agrees with me. Sudo, do you agree with me? Sudo agrees. See, everyone. Guys, do you agree with me? No. No.
Oh, we have a no. Where is the no coming from?
Said no.
I want
No, who would guy? I was thinking more because Saturday is like, a lot of people work from us. People shopping,
yes.
and did I tell you shopping? Rock bags and the games. We have 2-4 matches up. That be either 2 games.
And here's the fun part. This is the first series that we actually game.
The best possible just coming up. This are going to be moving in upper bracket. So there's going to be not just interesting fight. Like
I think it's intense.
of course, it's going to be a lot more intense. There's going to be obviously. Is I don't want to see messy fights. I think it was the last game. These past few games actually between MY3 and Team XD, I've seen messy fights.
Yep.
Right? And I don't blame them. What we said, their strength is on par. And one game, one of them is stronger, the other game, the other is stronger. But there's a lot of messy fights.
Correct.
And what I'm afraid of is if these teams move on and they end up facing teams like Asia Sayan or IDNS, how are they going to answer to them? How are they going to respond to them?
More messy against coordinated team fights, and the coordinated ones are always the ones who are winning.
Yeah. So what can you do? You are here right now. You're in the lower brackets, right? You are one of these teams is gonna end up facing the teams on the upper bracket side. How do you face that? What do you do? Because let me say one thing. We've seen the previous lower bracket fight. Mystic Burden has gone through. If one of these teams goes through, what happens? It's going to be messy fights again or cleaner fights? What do we expect then?
I think we can expect a cleaner fight. Right. We are back in the game.
I just love
Let's
how
go.
the cleaner fight. But we'll see how Team XD or Team NYA3, which fight is cleaner and perhaps dirtier to end the game of round 3.
Well, this is the game of their life. They will try to take Gajra now. Usta goes down to the hand of Lancelot.
That is a quick kill, ladies and gentlemen. Bob coming in with the Fanny. Unfortunately, she saw Gushen dead on the ground, like laying downwards to the ground.
What? Come again?
He's like, no, she came in. Fanny came in, and it's like Gushen lying on the ground. And where's the party, guys?
Where's the party?
Where's the party? Okay.
1 second too late. Well, it looks like they are still quite on par, even though Team XD is only about 2,000 gold behind MYA3. But it is still very early in the game. They can still
Turtle
survive. A
resurrecting
turtle
soon.
will be spawning really soon. It is something that they need to consider. Do you want to risk more lives just for, wow, they are pressuring the Roger a lot. There's no chance given to
And I
him at all.
noticed that Lolita actually missed the ultimate, but instead they were going to go for Izanagi on that Archive, running away from that aggression. Unfortunately, it isn't enough. Lancelot banging down with the burst of flame. Some of his swords, more importantly, as easy tanker from the ground, will take some heavy fire. And now MYAG will end the Turtle's life and will get the goal advantage.
Well, Bob is running away for his life, while Hellcat will go back to the base as well. Looking at the situation right now, Team XD 2,000 goal behind, and Roger is not doing so well. He's being pressured like there's no tomorrow. He needs to get his farm, he needs to be protected, or even a lane change, roam, even. They gotta leave the jungle for him at this point.
Correct. I think they have to switch a bit of roles like you did mention before, or get enough protection, but how much protection can you get from only one tank? And you can see that Karina, played by Nina, is in proximity the creeps away, which is actually a topic that we want to talk about that later on if we do have time. And you can see that Bob is around this area.
And we do have a turret going down by Gajan and Fanny right there. I'm just a little bit confused right now. It looks like they do. MYA3 is going for kills. A lot of harassment, a lot of pressure. But Team XD is still very focused on objectives.
Correct.
So I think that is just really great coming from Team XD. While high loss, they will try to go for a Hellcat kill. Gajan seals the deal. Brock is a little bit too late. Lancelot wants to join the party, but he will still go even though he's alone.
And then XD is in trouble. You can see Kung Papa, Roger instantly decimated by the hands of the mysterious Assassin's Tree. However, you have Gushin and High Loss perhaps putting pressure onto the first turret, and they are just gonna back away. So it's gonna be 1-1 trade-off from the kills. You can see Nina, Jeremy, Ashley with that Karina, Lolita, and Lancelot set up. They want to punish Izanagi and Bob from taking too much pressure in the turret, and they will pay for the price as the Grok comes in to sweep the feet of Archive into the graveyard.
Well, they might want to look at the Lord kill right now because we've seen how Lord dominates the game, right?
Yes.
And MYA might want to secure this slot, and we see a rotation already that Roger is really down bottom lane.
Yes.
Well, they are buying him a lot more space, a lot more time, while Hylos is just hanging on to the lanes as much as he can.
You want to know the funny thing about this pitch? If, let's say, this game XD were to lose, are they gonna fault it onto that Roger because they weren't giving enough breathing space for him initially?
I think they shouldn't be blaming on anyone because overall it was a mutual agreement to take the Roger, right? I mean, you draft as a team, so I don't think putting the blame on the heroes chosen is the right thing to do. The next thing that you should actually look at is to how to improve your lineup, how to improve your play style, how do you respond to the enemy's aggressions and play style as well.
You see the Grok wall does block out Izanagi's Archive away from his teammates, but they're just not going to follow up, and it comes to waste a bit of set pace. You can see Bob coming in with the turret, Unta with that Gushin, and Izanagi, perhaps he wants to do the ultimate. Unfortunately, he's been stopped by the Rock Wall, buying some time for Team MYA3. As you can see, Roger doing a good top lane push right now, just alone. Hopefully he won't be harassed anymore by MYA3, getting the farm that he needs.
Yeah, it's a nice response from Team XD actually. It is quite successful at this point. Roger manages to get his farm, he gets a tower.
Yep.
Yeah, so it is looking pretty good from Team XD's side, but MYA3 is still very aggressive. But there's one thing to note, they are sticking together quite a lot.
Yes, the lanes are open, Beach, the lanes are indeed open. How did they even get their farm? The jungle is not enough to, kind of secure themselves for the economy, which is coming into the mid game. 10 minutes coming soon as Team XD will be trailing by 1 kill, however with 1000 gold lead into the game of round 3.
Well, Team XD has already secured 3 turrets when MYA3 is still down to 0. So that isn't looking very good for MYA3.
Yep.
We all want kills, right?
Yes, correct.
But it shouldn't distract you from keeping your lanes, especially the creep waves. We've talked about this.
Yep.
Having your creep waves at least at river level, that is the safest point. You
Correct.
gotta want your creeps to push in further.
Yes. And if you let your creeps decimate early on, the opponent's creeps can damage your turret in the later run.
Yep. Oh, here we have some action going on. And we will see middle lane. They do have a running over there.
The Hulk could pop that ultimate at the, I would say, the right moment because he wants his teammates to run away. But Nina, Yating watered down and the Archive managed to push everyone away. But is it enough for the follow-up? Because MYA3, most of their members are around Team XD. Look at that Roger running away from Lancelot. He's like, don't chase me, dear sir. I'm running away already from the turret. And now another technical pause will come into play. That was some sick play by Team XD, pressuring MYA3 into the lane. Fortunately enough, they did not get caught in the act of pushing into the lane, except for that Roger push that play in the early game.
We have to give credits to Hylos who actually stunned Archive from pursuing the death of Karina.
Yeah, okay, that's one part for Team MYA3, correct?
Yeah.
But overall, Team XD really played this in a mindset that they say that, okay, our Roger is taking a lot of hits, a lot of deaths already, perhaps changing the lanes, and warn that Roger whenever there's a confrontation in the lanes that he's trying to push. So that's actually pretty good. And you're talking about the proxy Mighty. Initially it was MYA3's game. They took the creeps away, they proxied the creeps away. Unfortunately, I think due to the 3 turrets being destroyed, they lose a bit of map control. They couldn't do it.
To be honest with you, I don't want to say that it's anyone's game as of yet. When it comes to the goal difference, it's almost the same. Yes, XD's having the favor because of the turrets, even though, if I'm not mistaken, before the break, right now, it was 5-6. So MY3 does have 1 extra kill, but then there are 3 turrets down. They actually took no turrets until now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So it's obviously going to be harder for them to get into the game. But right now, if they go back in, they have to go back and focus on objectives, because if they don't, yes, they're going to get a few more kills, but then as XD focus on objectives, they end up losing the game. You know, they get closer and closer to the base. If they take 1 Lord, hit down more turrets, more gold, and that's going to be havoc for MY3.
Well, looking at how MYA3 is attacking at this point, I think they are going for a lot of kills, you know, having Karina actively roaming around the map. And whereas Team XD is still responding, they're playing it safe.
Yep.
But they're still keeping to the objective. You know,
Right.
I want turrets. You know, if I can get a kill, fine, it's bonus. But I will not engage myself too much in the team fights.
That's right.
If I think, you know, there was a fallback earlier, we could see one of the bottom lane fights, right? They weren't very confident, like, I don't want this fight, we are going back. And they just stopped it, and MYA3 was just left hanging over there.
Right.
So this is Team XD's response to MYA3's aggression. So, and we have Roger rotating around the map.
Honestly, I love the Roger pick. I love it so much because, again, it gives them so much more mobility to be able to split push if they need to later in the game. And even right now, early in the game, I mean, I wouldn't consider this early anymore. It's already 10 minutes into the game.
Already, yeah.
I think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the slowest game that we've ever had.
Yes.
Right? With the least amount of kills, up until 10 minutes. We've had games where the game was finished. Aries just saying games were finished under 10 minutes. There was a few more games. Let me see right here. The Tyrants game versus XC finished under 10 minutes. Both of them actually.
Yeah.
And even IDNSSG versus MYA3. So we had a lot of games under 10 minutes. This one 10 minutes and still 5 to 6 kills. No turrets down from the MYA3 side going to Team XC. What do you guys think is going to happen in this game? How long is this going to take? Why is this so slow?
I think they're just taking their time, you know, they're not rushing things. They want this win. We could see it, I could see it from Team XD's strategy right here. They're taking their time, they're not pushing it. They are showing no signs of desperate. No, there's no desperation act or whatsoever. So
Right.
mistakes barely come out. I mean, it's bound to be out there, but they are very focused.
And I believe we might be jumping into the game very soon. Hopefully that the issue that we had is fixed already. If it isn't, I just want to know one thing. We thought early on in the game that these guys are going to play it a little bit aggressive, but then it started to be slow. What I thought is, yes, they're going to play it aggressive because they really want the win. But now what I'm thinking is they're both playing a little bit defensive because they don't know exactly, they don't want to give it up. This is the last chance.
Correct.
This is the time that they might get eliminated. They've been working since January.
Yes.
Right? They knew about MPL obviously beforehand, but they've been working every weekend since January.
If you want to count the qualifiers, it's around December.
Exactly. Last year. Almost every weekend, training every week, fighting on every weekend, and they don't want to just give it all up right now. This is their only chance, man.
Correct.
It is your time to shine. I honestly think Team XD is very aggressive, but in their own ways and on their own terms. So I think that's really, really brilliant. If they keep this up, MYA3 will be in a lot of trouble, actually.
I do agree with you over there. Now, I am going to check the comments.
We have our ladies in red.
Supporting, of course, they are here because Aries just saying we'll be playing against MYA after this match.
Wow,
They will be making their way in.
Because they want to support their team. Aries just saying, come on, guys, one round of applause. Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah, they will be sitting in front. I bet you they cannot wait for the next match. They cannot wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. We've been waiting for so long already. I think we've been in the lower brackets since we started today.
She gave the heart.
To who? To you? To me?
I hope so.
To anyone of us?
To anyone?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Back to us.
Yep.
Heart back to you. Yeah. So, I think we just give one more reminder until the problem is fixed.
Correct.
Everyone should come down to Wadutama.
Correct.
If you guys are watching from home,
High Street Concourse again.
don't be lazy. They don't even have to know exactly where. Just come to Wadutama. You're going to hear our voices. We're so loud. And I'll prove to you how loud we are, all right? Guys, I want everyone at home, everyone in Wadutama to know how loud we are. On my count, I want all of you to shout. Is that cool with you guys? All right, we're going to start. On my count, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? The people on the first and second row, I want all of you guys to shout as well. Do it for me, man. Or actually, will they do it for me? Do it for the teams.
Yeah.
Do it for the teams. On my count, 1, 2, 3.
Not bad.
Get better.
Not
Even
bad.
the people in the first and second row helped us, so that's all good.
I think they were trying to do the Mexican wave thing right in front there.
But did it fail?
The camera moved away.
I wanted to see that. Okay, if you want to do any Mexican waves, do it. We will try to get it on camera for you. Yep. So, what else is happening here in Wadutama? Peach, what have you done so far? Okay, you came here. You failed at the sledgehammer. You did fail. You took around 10 times to get to 500, which is only half.
I got an 8. You didn't even hit 1,000.
I didn't hit 1,000, but I did go to 900. Okay, and trying is what counts. It matters if you try.
Exactly. Then why are you slamming me
You
for not
tried
getting?
10 times. I tried twice. And KBC, you don't even have to talk. I'm pretty sure you got 200 or something.
No, I got 500.
I think the little kid that we showed, he took a higher shot than you did.
Yeah, he's better than me.
You know what? Maybe later, when we have Pseudo here and you're not casting, we'll get you to try that sledgehammer. We'll show it on camera and see how much you get and get you embarrassed in front of everyone.
Sure, let's try that.
That'd be nice, right? So you tried that sledgehammer. What else did you try, Peach?
I tried everything.
Okay.
I haven't spun the wheel.
Did you get anything though?
I got magic dust.
You got the magic dust? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually get it?
Everywhere.
Or did you just spin it?
I was trying my luck because I have quite crappy luck, right? And then I got magic dust, and then I got skin fragment, and then I'm like, you know what? It's okay.
You didn't even get it?
No.
Shame. You could have passed it on to me. You know what? I have a few things that we are giving away down here. Why don't you tell them about it? I'll bring it up.
All right. So we will have the MPL limited exclusive jersey.
I think you can kind of see it. Yeah, right over there. We are giving these away. Sometimes Pinda and Danley are giving it away on stage. You know what? What I'm gonna do. All right, wait, no. The Malay cast is Lynn, and no, you're not getting this shirt. Lynn and
I don't even have it. It should come through me
you know
first.
what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do after? I think the game's gonna start very soon. All right, I'm gonna do something special with this later on. All right, I think we're gonna do something right now. If you get into the game, Peach and KBC, I want you to tell me about the game. What happens? Take it away.
All right. Here we are back into the game with Team XD at 28,000 gold and MYA3 on 27,000. It is still very, very close.
Yes. It's a very close game because we are in the big game session already right now after the 10 minutes mark. But here's the thing. Who is going to stay trump in this particular team fight? I want to see both teams going in with that action pack. Don't just falter back from the kills. Go all in once they got opponents. And now we can see that Lancelot taking out the Roger. Unfortunately, that Roger got caught again. And that will be a slight technical pause back into the headset. No worries about that. We will be back.
Okay. What was that? What happened?
Roger got killed by Lancelot.
No,
And Karina.
Okay.
Karina.
And Karina.
That's not a good time to pause the game. It's not a good time. You know what? I wanted to do something anyways before we were going to the break, so I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
I'm going to get this. Hopefully we'll have enough time. Okay. This is the MPL shirt that we're giving away here, all right? Just to prove to you how we're... Okay, we don't usually give it away like this, but I'll just do it for the sake of doing it, all right? There is Pinda and Danily that usually go up on stage and give you guys free stuff, like giveaways and everything, so do come down here. There's a lot of activities. As for now, I'm going to throw this to the audience on my back. I don't know if they know where I am right now, because, okay, yeah, they're looking
Pretty sure
at
they know where we are.
Is it okay? Should I open the shirt and then throw it, right? Or with the plastic?
No,
I
with
don't
the
know.
plastic.
With the
plastic.
plastic.
Maybe we
Fresh
can
mint.
have
Yuri Silk.
Okay, you know how like in weddings,
Yep.
the bride throws the
tosses.
flower.
correct.
So you'll be the bride and
What?
you throw the shirt.
I throw the shirt.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, man,
On my count. Are you guys ready to
All right.
catch it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, look, they're
Okay.
high.
On my
They're waiting.
count, throw it. 1. You throw higher, right, KBC?
I'll do it. I'll do
Okay.
it.
1, 2, 3, go. Woo!
That's high.
We have found the bride. The next upcoming bride is sitting there and is happy to have the MPL shirt. Lynn and Adam are pissed off because I can take off.
Oh my
You want the
goodness.
suit? Okay, let me take it.
Oh, no.
Okay, you know what I have? I do have something right here.
Oh, you have something
okay.
else.
You know what? Since we're free,
Yeah.
I do have a skin.
Oh, skin. Man.
Okay, this is, I'm not gonna, because I'm afraid some people might zoom it in, you know? I do
Oh, look,
have,
they could show the other
Yeah, you should
okay,
have
it is
outside,
an Argus.
Hey, look, they can see from the back.
No, don't look at
Use
it.
your palm
Bro,
to...
no.
Don't cheat, huh?
It is an Argus skin, permanent skin, light of Dawn. Which one? Do you guys have the skin?
No, I don't.
Okay. Peach, you don't have the skin either? I don't have the skin either. Do you guys want to maybe throw this into the crowd as well? I'm not sure if you can throw a card though. Like people will
that's
be
scary.
fighting
It's
over
a bit
this.
tough.
Adam and Lynn, you guys stop looking at me, all right? I know you want this. Okay, what can we do with this though? Okay, there's people using the sledgehammer. How can we give this away right now?
What if we see someone try to get them 1,000 right now?
sledgehammer?
Yeah, sledgehammer.
all right.
Everybody's
At
gonna go to the
1,000.
sledgehammer.
Okay, let's get the shot on the sledgehammer. This is what we're gonna do. The person who can hit above 8,000.
800.
800, sorry,
Yeah.
above 800, we'll give the skin away to them.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, all right. Can we get anyone? Okay, there's someone already on the sledgehammer.
That's a 700.
Okay, 700. Are we gonna
Okay.
get anything?
Oh, someone is going, I think.
Anyone?
Okay, all right, we need
Guys,
someone
come
on the sledgehammer right
Yeah.
now.
Let's go.
Whoever can hit 800 is gonna get this Argus skin.
Anyone. Whoever
Anyone
just
who wants
finished
to
your
try. Okay, I
activity,
see a
just
few
go ahead.
people. Come on, get
Oh,
over
it's
there.
going, it's going.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Oh, someone is waving over there. Don't wave, just walk over.
Yeah,
Just
get
go.
in
Just
there.
go over there, yeah.
You just get in there. I can't come and pick you up, man. Just go there yourself. We got one guy trying it out.
800.
That was super easy. But I mean, we have to give him the skin,
Yeah.
right? He did get 800. Congratulations. Here you go. You get the Argus
Nice.
skin, bro. Congratulations.
I don't even have the skin, guys. What is this?
This is no, you don't get nothing, bro. All you get is awesome games. I just want to tell you, if you guys are at home, this is how we give skins away. Don't just wait behind the stream. Come down here. This is the time where you come in, watch me, watch him,
KBC.
watch Peach, watch the Tyrants. Right? You get to watch the Tyrants. You get to watch Aries just say it. You get to watch MYA and all the other teams. If I want to name all the teams, it's just going to take too long. everything is happening down here, so you make sure you come down to Wanutama. I want to maybe go for a very short break right now. Okay, is there anything else you want to say? No, right?
Looking forward to the games.
All right, you know what? Thank you so much, Peach. Thank you, KBC. Thank you
so
all
much.
of you for being here. We're going to take a very short break. When we're back, it's going to be the continue of the game of MYA3 and Team XD. We'll see you guys later. Don't go anywhere.